Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayana Namaskritya Naram Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Devi Nashtuprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhagavati Nastiki. So continuing with our discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 3, The Lord's Pastimes out of Vrindavan, text number 6 onwards. Sutam hridekham vapusha grasantam drishtva shunabhon matitam dharitrya amantritastatanyaya shesham datpa tad antapuram avishesha. Narakasura, the son of Dharitri, the earth, tried to grasp the whole sky, and for this he was killed by the Lord in a fight. His mother then prayed to the Lord. This led to the return of the kingdom to the son of Narakasura, and thus the Lord entered the house of the demon. It is said in other Puranas that Narakasura was the son of Dharitri, the earth, by the Lord himself. But he became a demon due to bad association of Banasur, another demon. An atheist is called a demon, and it's a fact that even a person born of good parents can turn into a demon by bad association. Birth is not always a criterion of goodness, unless and until one is trained in the culture of good association, one cannot become good. So this is a long story actually. You all have heard of the story of Lord Varahadev, that how he appeared and how he rescued Mother Earth from the bottom of Garbhodak Sagar. So when he was bringing earth, keeping the earth on his tusks, and he was coming up the Garbhodak Sagar, earth asked him, "Where will you position me?" Lord Varahadev told earth, "You look up there, beyond the ocean. Do you see something?" She said, she looked up and she saw, "Yeah, I see a part of me. It has all the forests and the rivers, the hills. What is it?" Varahadev said, "It's not part of you. It is actually my dham, Vrindavan dham. And Vrindavan is not part of you. It just looks like you because we want to have pastimes, but it's not you. So I'll establish you over there." So while talking like this, now Lord Varahadev carrying Mother Earth. From Brahma Samhita, we have understood Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Vrittimanti means every part of the body, every sense of his body can perform the function of other senses. Means just like when we offer bhoga to Krishna, he just glances over it and he accepts it, he eats it. It's not like he has to physically sit down and eat. Of course, if he wants to, or for some devotees, if they have that kind of devotion, he can do that. So when Lord Varahadev was bringing Mother Earth back, so by her sitting on the tusks of Lord Varahadev, a son was born. So this son was Dharitriya, the son of earth. But later on, as in the purport, Prabhupada says, he became a demon because of bad association of Banasura. It's the son of the Lord, the son of Lord Varahadev himself, but he became a bad person, another demon. And his name was Narakasura or Bhaumasura, because he's son of Bhumi, so Bhaumasura. And his activities were of a person from Narak, So his name was Narakasura. Now the Lord, now this pastime happened, Lord Varadev came in Satyuga. So later on, because of Narakasura, he was trying to disrupt the whole creation, because this is what the demons do. And Narad Muni is our eternal spaceman and the spiritual master of the whole universe. He also went to see Narakasura and he glorified Narakasura. Oh, you are so strong and this and that. Look at your mother, look at your father. You're from such a big family. So Narakasura asked him, because Narad Muni was glorifying Lord Krishna, and that Lord Krishna is going to appear in Dwapar Yuga and he's going to perform so many activities, wonderful activities. And it was Dwapar Yuga time. So Narakasura asked him, what will be the qualities of the Lord that you're talking about? And Narad Muni, he knows everything. He knows past, present, future. He said, Lord is the one who will marry 16,108 queens. He will have 16,108 wives, and he will rule like this or that. And he left. So Narakasura, what he did, no, he is an asura. So he thought, if I marry 16,108 princesses, then I'll become God. It's not like to become God, you have to marry 16,108 queens. But because Krishna is God, he can marry, why he has 16,000? He can marry 16 trillion women, princesses. What's the big deal for him? And also, because of these activities of Narakasura, demonic activities, now mothers are always very, very, they have a soft corner for their sons, no matter the son is a demon. So the mother asked for boon from Krishna that he will not kill our son. Krishna said, it's not going to happen like this because I have to kill him. He's a demon. He's disturbing the whole universe. So somehow there was a condition was set that Prithvi said, unless until, okay, you will only kill him till I give you the permission to kill him. I don't know if it is Prithvi herself asked for this boon or somehow this boon was asked of Krishna. Who asked? I'm forgetting that. But this boon was there that Narakasura can only be killed if his mother gives the permission. And obviously the mother is so loving for her child that she will never give permission. So that was the idea. So all these asuras, they figure out some ways that they don't die and they can continue creating havoc in the universe. Their idea of creating havoc is because they want to enjoy and they know once they die and they leave the body, they don't know they're going to be born again. And if they can enjoy it the same way or not. So let us enjoy in this lifetime when we have all the powers. So this boon was given to him. So now Krishna was in Dwarka and he heard of Narakasura. He had captured the 16,100 princesses and he was creating havoc. So Krishna then went to, and this was the time when Satyabhama wanted to get that Parijata tree from heaven. And Narakasura had gone to heaven and he stole Mother Aditi's earrings and Indra's umbrella. I mean, it's not like she could have gone to the mall and get another pair of earrings. What was a big deal? And Indra could have taken another umbrella. But it's a big insult because they don't lose these things just like somebody comes and steals. Because he fought and he took those things away. It was a big insult. So Krishna then took Satyabhama on Garuda, and they went to this city of Narkasura. So Krishna was outside, and Narkasura came. Big fight happened, and before Narkasura, all his soldiers came, and Krishna killed them all. And Garudaji also was helping. Garudaji was killing them with his beaks, with his claws, with his wings. And the fight was going on. And finally Narkasura came out and he was fighting so hard with Krishna. But no matter what Krishna was doing, he wasn't getting killed because Mother Earth hadn't given permission. So Narkasura, what he did, he shot, because Garudaji was disturbing in the middle. So he shot arrows at Garudaji. So one feather of the wing of Garudaji, it just fell down. So Satyabhama, she got very angry when she saw Garudaji getting hurt in the fight. So Satyabhama told Krishna, kill this rascal demon. Now Satyabhama is actually an expansion, one of the expansion. I won't say one of the expansion. Satyabhama has some part of her body is the expansion of Bhumi Devi. So now Bhumi Devi herself told Krishna to kill Narkasura. So Krishna had the permission of Bhumi, or mother of Narkasura, to kill Narkasura. So Krishna immediately took out his Sudarshan weapon and he just killed Narkasura. So after killing Narkasura, Krishna went inside the palace, and Narkasura's son was made the further king. But all the 16,100 princesses there, they had in their mind, they had accepted Krishna as their husband, because they were saying, first of all, there is no way they can go back to their respective kingdoms, because nobody would accept them. They had been in the captivity of this demon. And then they all requested that Krishna, you should marry us. So Krishna agreed. So Krishna sent them all to Dwarka, but he had to go further up. So he went to heaven, and we know the story of how he defeated Indra and brought Parijat tree. So Parijat tree he brought back, that was planted in the courtyard of palace of Rani Satyabhama. And then Krishna married those 16,100 princesses. And he created palaces for each and every of those queens. But, well, we'll see if the story continues somewhere else, because there's another part of the story. When Krishna went to Kurukshetra to take bath in Brahm Sarovar at the time of solar eclipse. So this particular journey or context is important, because Brajvasis also came to know that Krishna is coming to Kurukshetra. So all the Brajvasis also went from Vrindavan to Kurukshetra. So their idea was not to take bath. They don't, of course, they care for solar eclipse, it's a big deal. But their thought was they would be able to see Krishna finally. And also, this was before Mahabharat war, because Duryodhan and Kauravas also came and Pandavas came. So everybody assembled in Kurukshetra. So Krishna went with all his 16,108 queens. But he went with his army also and his soldiers. So in Kurukshetra, at the time of solar eclipse, they all took part in Brahm Sarovar. So So at that time, Draupadi, because Draupadi Maharani was there with the Pandavas, she met all the queens, 16,108 queens of Krishna, because she has special affection, special relationship with Krishna. And she met, and and another reason for her meeting them was that she wanted to see how they all serve and please and satisfy Krishna, because on the other hand, she had five husbands and Krishna had 16,108 queens. So when she met all these queens, this is mentioned in Bhagavatam. So she met Rukmani and she asked Rukmani, how did you meet? How did you meet Krishna? How did you marry Krishna? And Rukmini explained the whole situation, how everything was arranged. His father was going to marry her to Shishupal, but she wanted to marry Krishna. And how Satyabhama married Krishna, how Nagnajiti, how Lakshmana, all the queens of Krishna. But all the queens, in the end, they would say that finally Krishna accepted us as his maidservant. So they were in that mode of service that, oh, Krishna accepted us as maidservant in this way, and then the story, the whole story, how they married Krishna. Now, these eight, especially these eight queens, principal queens, so they have this mood of awe and reverence. But the 16,100 princesses, when they saw Srimati Radharani and the gopis and their mood of love or affection, devotion towards Krishna, their hearts changed. So they were from Dwarka, so the mood in Dwarka is of awe and reverence. But now they are meeting the Vrindavan, the Brajvasis. So their mood got little changed. They were seeing how much they love, what kind of love they have for Krishna. Also, this is the point, or this is the time when gopis saw Krishna, Radharani saw Krishna, and they met Krishna separately in the camp, not with the other queens. And and then the gopis were saying, "Oh Krishna, we don't like you in this kind of clothes. You're looking like a king. We like you like a gopa back home at that banks of Yamuna, and where we had so many wonderful flowers. So and you used to play on your flute with your peacock feather, and you used to wear this gunja mala, the garland of forest flowers instead of all this shiny pearls you're wearing and the gold and diamonds you're wearing." So they were basically telling Krishna that we don't like this form of yours. So let us take you back to Vrindavan. So there, in their mind, they made the chariot, and then they were pulling that chariot of Krishna from Kurukshetra to Vrindavan. So this is also one of the uh, pastimes of Rath Yatra, the Rath Yatra that happens in Jagannath Puri. So it goes from Shri Mandir to Gundicha. So that is, Shri Mandir is considered as Dwarka, and Gundicha is Vrindavan. And all the devotees who pull the chariot, they are servants of gopis, helping gopis in taking Krishna out of Vrindavan to out of Dwarka to Vrindavan. And of course, in the process, Balramji and Subhadra's chariots also pulled. So now, why did I speak of this story? So these 16,100 princesses, they develop this Braj bhav towards Krishna. Now, Krishna being Krishna, he wants to fulfill the desires of all his devotees. and reciprocate with them accordingly. So when Krishna unmanifested his pastimes, we all know in Prabhat Kshetra there was a fight, apparent fight between all the Yadavas, and all the Yadavas, they basically killed each other because nobody else could have killed the Yadavas. And Krishna had left. He had finally unmanifested his pastimes. Balramji also left. But all these queens were left on earth. They didn't go back. Now the 8 principal queens, they went back, but the 16,100 queens were still there. So Arjun came from Hastinapur, and he saw Krishna has left, and Dwarka was empty. So he took these 16,108 queens on the chariots, and he was bringing them back to Hastinapur or Indraprastha, where Maharaj Yudhishthira was there. So his point was these queens should not be left alone, and the point was they should live in Indraprastha. So while he was bringing them back, some thieves attacked, just normal thieves. They attacked this whole procession of Arjun. And Arjun was on his chariot with his Gandhi bow and powerful arrows, but he could not protect the queens from these thieves. So these thieves kidnapped the queens but after defeating Arjun. And Arjun was very much surprised. How can they defeat me? But then he realized because Krishna was not with him. So that's why he got defeated, even though Gandhi was there. So even though Arjun was using Gandhi in Mahabharata, it was actually Krishna was there, that's why he had the strength. But now, how can these thieves, some small thieves, they can come and kidnap Krishna's wives, queens? It's not possible. So actually, it was Krishna himself who had come in the disguise of these thieves to kidnap his own wives because he wanted to take them to Vrindavan to fulfill their desire of being gopis, of have that gopi bhav for Krishna. And Krishna didn't want to reveal his identity to Arjuna, and that's why Arjuna could not win against these thieves because it was Krishna himself. So he took these gopis to Vrindavan, and that is where they left. After tasting and developing this gopi Braj Bhav, they left their bodies over there. So too many stories go on and many things are connected together. But especially these 16,108 princesses who were kidnapped by Narkasura, and they married Krishna in Dwarka, but then they developed this desire of Braj Bhav. So Krishna had to make the arrangement, and that he himself came and he took them to Braj, and that's where they left with. So anyway, so we'll stop here. See anybody has any questions or comments.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
You're welcome.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Like, Prabhuji, you said that Krishna was not there at that time when Arjun was fighting it and he got defeat. So Krishna was not there in a physical form, but he must have been there. So how to see this aspect?
I mean, and he wasn't there with Arjuna on the chariot to give him the strength. And moreover, on the other side, the thieves was Krishna himself. So Arjun could not have won that war anyway.
Yeah, got it.
So there is
Got
no
it.
way. But
Yeah.
he didn't quite understand why did I lose. But then he himself was concluding that, oh, Krishna wasn't there, that's why I lost.
Yeah, got it, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Vijay. Okay, so we'll stop here. You all have a wonderful day. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Ram.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.